Welcome to the Rabbi Cooks. We're not going to be as fun and exciting this week. I'm sorry, folks. I'm sorry. We are on the verge of Tisha B'Av. Tisha B'Av, it's the saddest day of the year, so no frills and no graphics and no fun this week. No fun. I know I say that with a smile on my face. It's hard not to smile, but it's not the time. Not the time. My rabbi used to teach that every Jewish holiday is an opportunity. Not really every day, certainly every week with Shabbos, but every holiday is its own opportunity to teach us a lesson that we need for our lives. And every year we need that lesson and the lessons from that which we've built upon from the previous year to this year. And so what's the lesson of Tisha B'Av? Now, I'm going to add some links in the description below about what is Tisha B'Av, what happened on this day and such. There are tons and tons of resources. I'm not going to recreate the wheel here with giving you a history lesson. You can find that very easily on Google, aish.com, and many other places. But I want to talk about the opportunity that is Tisha B'Av every year, and what about this year in particular. Tisha B'Av is the saddest day of the year. So many terrible things have happened to the Jewish people in this time. And the Talmud specifically talks about the Romans and the Roman conquest of Israel and the burning of the Beis HaMikdash, the Holy Temple in Jerusalem. And these are the things we're quote unquote commemorating. Really, we relive it every year. And that's why we're so sad, because part of our national identity has to do with our headquarters, which is Jerusalem, the home of the Jewish people, both now and forevermore. We've been praying for years since we were thrown out to get back there and to pray there and to live there and to be there. So what's the opportunity of Tisha B'Av? What's the opportunity of sadness? What's the opportunity that we have at our fingertips right now to tap into? So the idea is that we've got to take our sadness and turn it into something that's going to help our lives be better. What can you do with sadness? I mean, we don't want to be sad. We want to be happy. And in Judaism, we say we have to be happy in our sadness too, because it's a mitzvah. It's a great thing. It's the right thing to do. It's a commandment to be happy all the time, no matter what's going on in our lives, even during the saddest time of the year. So we have to have a special perspective in order to be able to do that. How can you be happy and sad at the same time, and sad and happy at the same? You got to have perspective. So the number one opportunity of Tisha B'Av is to have perspective. Perspective to understand that there's more than just what I see. Now, that might be a mystical type of thing. And we don't really want to be all mystical here right now. We want to be straight. We want to talk straight. But there's something greater. There's something bigger. And we're a big part of that. And we don't have all the answers. We don't have all the answers about what's going on, when, and why all of the time. That's hard to deal with because we want to have all the answers. And certainly we have lots of questions. And as I've mentioned before, in Judaism, we love asking questions. We love asking questions. That's how we get to the deeper truth, to the deeper reason, the deeper meaning, all the things that we desire and want to enrich our lives. And so this sadness that's taking place while we're happy, what are we doing? How do we balance these things out? Sometimes happiness is, yeah, you can read it all over my face and my whole body exudes happiness. But on Tisha B'Av, we sit on the floor. We don't bathe in a normal way. We don't wear the same clothes we always wear. You're not going to find my happiness exuding and coming out of my exuberance and all that stuff. You're not going to find that on Tisha B'Av. No. It's a reflective day. It's time of being somber. It's a time when we take a look and we have to wonder, how did we get there? What can we do differently? And we're happy to have that perspective, but we're sad about the events of what happened and this place that we're in at this particular moment in time. Our happiness it stems from the root of our connection, and it manifests itself and it comes out into the world so that we're always happy, because there's perspective about how wonderful the world really is and our place in this world, and the fact that we can change things and make a difference. But we're sad. Terrible things happen to us during this time period. So we have to have a balance of both. When are we supposed to be sad? When are we supposed to be happy? Well, for Tisha B'Av, we're supposed to be happy and sad at the same time. But it's the sadness that we're expressing. And the happiness is that perspective, that inner understanding of how the world works. And this is where Judaism is really amazing. But I can tell you, one time, many, many years ago, I was speaking in Jerusalem. And Tisha B'Av's a time to be real. I was on fire. I was banging the desk and yelling, "Come on, everybody," as you can imagine. And I banged on the desk one time after making my point, and the next thing you know, we heard boom, boom, boom. Now, I was in Jerusalem, right across from the Western Wall. And these were flash grenades going off. And just coincidentally, I gave a bang and they started going off. There was a riot on the Temple Mount on Tisha B'Av, on the 9th of Av, the saddest day, one of the holiest days. When the Jewish people are in contrition, we're bent over, we're somber, we're sad. And the terrorist wannabes are throwing rocks at us. Raining rocks, as a matter of fact. I saw it with my own eyes. Terrible, terrible thing. And the police were up there trying to quell the violence, trying to calm things down. So I lived in Israel during the Second Intifada. And this was a precarious time. It was a dangerous time. And unfortunately, there were incidents almost every day. When we walked outside, we felt as if we had a bullseye on our backs. And that can make you real. You have to be real. And that's what Tisha B'Av is about. That's the second opportunity of Tisha B'Av, is to be real. Be real with what we see. To not process it through fantasy, but to process it through reality. If people are coming and trying to take me out, trying to take the Jewish people down, we have to understand that they mean what they say and that their intentions are, in their minds, pure. They're going to act on them. We have to take it seriously and we have to be real. And we have to, the third most important lesson, though, is that the perspective that we gain and the reality that we live in is so that we can be the best we can be and connect to the Jewish people's national mission, which is to make the world an incredible place. We're supposed to bring it up for everybody, for all the inhabitants of the world. The Jewish people are supposed to be leaders to bring the world to morality and righteousness and justice. Do we have people that blow it? You better believe it, we do. But that's what we're supposed to be striving for. That's what we're working on. That's what the Jewish people are all about. And so on Tisha B'Av, we look and we say, goodness, look where we've been. Look what the world's done to us. Look at the obstacles that we've faced to try and reach our national mission. And we're happy that we have that national mission because it comes from above. And we have that great perspective about who we are, where we've been, what we've done, and what we're here to do. But we've got to live in reality in order to accomplish it. And that's the point. We're here to accomplish that national mission. So the opportunity of Tisha B'Av is, how do I commit to being a part of the Jewish people's future and a part of helping and doing my part to help the Jewish people make the entire world an amazing place, so that we could be done with war, so that we could be done with violence, so we could be done with hatred, we could be done with all these things. That's what Tisha B'Av is about. And that's what I encourage all of us to think deeply about on Tisha B'Av and all the time. What's the opportunity of today? The opportunity of today is to become better. 1% better is better. 10% better is better. Every step in the journey counts. And on Tisha B'Av, we start that sadness and allow it to be a catalyst to propel us to recommit ourselves to doing more, to being better, and to ultimately being a part of the happiness that we want to be and show all the time. That's what Tisha B'Av is all about, my friend. Well, today on The Rabbi Cooks, the Rabbi. Most of the time we're cooking and we're having fun. But with Tisha B'Av on the horizon, it was time for a little lesson. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you come back for all our great content, all the great food, all the great fun, all the great people. And I hope you learned something. And I hope that together we'll have a Tisha B'Av that's meaningful, where we'll gather the proper perspective, live in reality, and commit to doing so much more, because we're so capable of doing so much more. And with that, my friends, I wish you farewell for today. Next week, come back for some great episodes and great food and all the fun stuff. But today we're somber. Today we're sad. And today we take it to heart and we move forward in strength.